What is the largest mountain range in the world? The Himalayas. Which country is located on the boot-shaped peninsula in Europe? Italy. What is the name of the narrow strip of water connecting two larger bodies of water? Strait. What is the capital city of Australia? Canberra. Which type of geographic boundary follows an exact line of latitude or longitude? Geometric boundary. What is the name for a tropical grassland ecosystem? Savanna. Which ocean is the largest and deepest on Earth? Pacific Ocean. Which continent is the least populated? Antarctica. Which country is famous for the Great Barrier Reef? Australia. What is a deep, narrow valley with steep sides, often carved by a river? Canyon. Which country is composed of thousands of islands, making it an archipelago? Indonesia. Which time zone is based on the meridian running through Greenwich, England? UTC, Coordinated Universal Time. Which type of map shows borders and capital cities? Political map. Which major river flows through Egypt and empties into the Mediterranean Sea? The Nile River. What is a flat-topped hill or mountain common in dry regions called? Mesa. Which climate zone is known for receiving the most direct sunlight throughout the year? Tropical zone. The line of 0 degrees longitude is called the prime meridian. The lowest dry land point on Earth is found near the Dead Sea. Which major city is divided by the river Thames? London. The highest point in Africa is which mountain? Mount Kilimanjaro. Which famous waterfall is located on the border of the US and Canada? Niagara Falls. The point where a river meets the sea is called a estuary. The Amazon River mainly flows through which continent? South America. The region known as the Ring of Fire is prone to which natural events? Earthquakes and volcanoes. The famous landmark known as the Acropolis is located in which city? Athens. Which major river forms a long section of the border between the US and Mexico? Rio Grande. What is the name of the narrowest continent in the world? South America. Which famous bay is located in India and Bangladesh? The Bay of Bengal. The term demography is the study of what? Population statistics. Which U.S. state is famous for its Grand Canyon? Arizona. What is a large, flowing body of water that usually empties into a sea or lake? River. What is the name for a low-lying area situated between hills or mountains? Valley. The boundary between the northern and southern hemispheres is called the equator. Which country is completely surrounded by South Africa? Lesotho. Which famous canal connects the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea? Suez Canal. What are the large masses of moving ice that flow over land called? Glaciers. Which U.S. state is known as the Sunshine State? Florida. The deepest point in the Earth's oceans is called the Mariana Trench. Which major European river flows through Vienna, Budapest, and Belgrade? Danube River. What is the term for the process where wind or water wears away soil or rock? Erosion. Which famous European mountain chain separates France and Spain? Pyrenees. A map that shows the height and shape of the land is called a topographic map. The largest island in the world is Greenland. The study of the features of the Earth's surface is called physical geography. Which of the Great Lakes is the largest by surface area? Lake Superior. Which famous desert stretches across parts of Chile and Peru and is one of the driest places on Earth? Atacama Desert. Which sea is an inland sea located between Europe and Asia and is the world's largest lake by area? Caspian Sea. What is the name of the cold, treeless region found in the Arctic? Tundra. The area of the Earth where life naturally occurs is called the biosphere. The capital city of Germany is Berlin. Which type of resource can be replaced naturally over a relatively short period of time? Renewable resource. What is a piece of land almost entirely surrounded by water but connected to the mainland? Peninsula. Which major line of latitude is located at 23.5 degrees north? Tropic of Cancer. A large rotating storm system that forms over tropical waters is called a Hurricane. Which famous city sits at the confluence of the Blue and White Nile rivers? Khartoum. What is the name of the famous ancient trail that connected China to the Mediterranean? The Silk Road. Which mountain range runs along the western coast of South America? The Andes mountain range. The study of human cultures and their environments is called cultural geography. The capital city of which country is known as the City of Lights? France. What is the general term for the destructive movement of soil or rock down a slope? Landslide.
How many questions did you get right? Tell us your score in the comments below. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Keep your brain active and check out our next quiz video right now.